Start your journey into the incredible wonders of our planet, where giants rule, from the deepest ocean trenches to the highest mountain peaks. These massive creatures completely change the way we think about size and scale. And now, thanks to cutting-edge technology, get ready to witness an epic showcase of 45 of the largest animals ever caught on camera, a stunning tribute to the jaw-dropping marvels our world has to offer. 1. Atlas Moth. Meet the Atlas Moth, one of nature's most jaw-dropping insects. With a wingspan that can stretch up to 27 centimeters, yes, wider than your hand, this gentle giant is as beautiful as it is big. Its intricate wing patterns and sheer size make it feel more like a work of art than an insect. It's not just a moth, it's a flying marvel. 2. Giant Tasmanian Crab. Get ready to rethink what you know about crabs. The giant Tasmanian crab is an absolute monster of the deep, tipping the scales at nearly 15 pounds. Its shell alone spans 38 centimeters across, roughly 100 times the size of your average UK shore crab. It's the kind of sea creature that makes you stop and say, "No way." But trust us, it's very real and totally mind-blowing. 3. Gigantic Polar Bear. Now this is the definition of a heavyweight champion. Towering over 10 feet tall and weighing in at over a ton, the world's largest polar bear is a record breaker. And it's not just the polar bears. Brown bears can get massive too. One was so enormous, scientists needed special tools just to weigh it. That beast came in at a jaw-dropping 1,500 pounds and stood over 8 feet tall. These aren't just bears, they're living legends. 4. Massive Australian Cow. Meet Knickers, the cow that broke the internet, and for good reason. Standing over 6 feet 6 inches tall and weighing nearly 2,200 pounds, this Aussie steer is enormous, towering above the herd like a bovine skyscraper. Knickers isn't just big, he's record-breaking. His unbelievable size made him a global sensation and a living legend in the world of livestock. 5. The giant Pacific octopus. Dive into the depths and meet the giant Pacific octopus, the largest, longest-living octopus species on Earth. With arms stretching up to 30 feet and tipping the scales at over 600 pounds, these underwater giants are as intelligent as they are massive. Watch in awe as they blend into their surroundings using color-shifting skin and texture-changing cells. It's camouflage magic, octopus style. 6. Gavial. Now here's a reptile you don't see every day. The gavial, with its long, narrow snout and sharp teeth, looks straight out of prehistory. Found in parts of South Asia, these fish-eating crocodilians are critically endangered. Fewer than 700 remain in the wild. But don't let their fearsome faces fool you. They're surprisingly shy. The biggest ever recorded? A jaw-dropping 21-footer found in India's Gandak River nearly a century ago. 7. The gigantic horse. Meet the Shire horse, a true titan of the equine world, bred for heavy labor in farms and factories. These gentle giants can weigh over 2,400 pounds. But don't let their size intimidate you. Shires are known for their calm demeanor and steady strength. They're living proof that muscle and grace can go hand in hoof. 8. Megabat. Think bats are small and spooky. Think again. In the Philippines, megabats, or flying foxes, soar through the skies with wingspans up to 6 feet. These massive fruit bats might look like creatures from a horror movie, but they're harmless herbivores, more into mangoes than mayhem. They're nature's misunderstood sky gliders. 9. Humongous fish. Beneath the waves, size really does matter. Meet the Goliath Grouper, the heavyweight champ of Atlantic reef fish. These giants can grow up to 8 feet long and weigh in at a staggering 800 pounds. Despite their monster size, Goliath groupers are gentle by nature. No threat to humans, just big fish with a big appetite for crustaceans. 10. Beneath the waves, a giant bear. Say hello to Brody, the Kodiak bear who redefines the word massive. Tipping the scales at over 2,100 pounds and standing a towering 9 feet tall. That's taller than most living room ceilings. Brody isn't your average bear. But don't let his size fool you. This gentle giant has a soft side. Just check out this incredible footage of Brody sharing a bear hug with his caretaker. It's the ultimate blend of power and tenderness. 11. L. Long, the king of crocs. Meet L. Long, the largest crocodile ever captured on camera, and quite possibly the biggest reptile you'll ever see. Weighing a jaw-dropping 2,370 pounds and stretching over 20 feet long, this prehistoric powerhouse didn't come quietly. It took 3 grueling weeks, nearly 100 people, and nerves of steel to bring this beast ashore. And even then, L. Long broke his restraints twice. This is one croc that commands respect. 12. The giant eagle. Imagine a bird so fierce, so powerful. It looks like it flew straight out of the age of dinosaurs. This massive raptor weighs around 15 pounds, measures 3.5 feet in body length, and dwarfs the iconic bald eagle by over a foot. Found soaring over the wild frontiers of eastern Russia, Korea, and northern Japan, this eagle isn't just a bird. It's a living link to prehistoric skies. 13. Big Bill, the giant pig with personality. Now, this is a pig with presence. Big Bill, the record-holding porker, weighed an unbelievable 2,500 pounds, basically the size of a small car. But beyond the bulk lies brains. Pigs like Bill are smart, clean, and full of personality. Forget the myths. These animals are natural groomers with sharp memories and a knack for navigation. They're not just farm animals. They're 4-legged geniuses with a love of mud baths. 14. The Mighty Condor. With a wingspan that stretches nearly 10 feet and a body weight of 33 pounds, the Andean condor is one of the largest flying birds in the world. Soaring up to 15,000 feet in the air, it rides mountain thermals like a glider built by nature. Once held sacred by Native American cultures, this majestic bird faced near extinction. But today, thanks to conservation efforts, its numbers are slowly rising, with over 300 individuals making a comeback. The skies just might belong to the condor once again. 15. Giant Rooster. Meet the superstar of the internet barnyard, the Brahma chicken. This feathered behemoth isn't your average clucker. It's the size of a small child, tipping the scales at a staggering 162 pounds. Yet don't be fooled by the muscle and mass. This giant rooster is as friendly as they come. He soaks up the spotlight and adoration, strutting his stuff for fans around the globe. 16. A monstrous carp. In the world of freshwater leviathans, carp just keep growing, and one river legend tipped the scales at an incredible 165 pounds. But the record holder? A colossal 231-pound titan that would make Aquaman feel downright puny. Anglers and nature buffs have chased these giants for decades, drawn by their sheer size and the thrill of landing a fish of epic proportion. 17. Enormous 50-year-old lobster. Behold the crustacean king of the deep. A 50-year-old lobster whose claws dwarf a grown man's hand. Lobsters never stop growing, so it's anyone's guess how colossal this crustacean might have become. Luckily, a compassionate woman paid $200 to save this 22-pound marvel, sending it back to the ocean where it can keep growing for another half-century. 18. Odin the Liger. In the world of hybrid animals, few creatures capture imaginations like Odin the Liger. Born from a lion father and a tigress mother, Odin towers over 3 meters tall on his hind legs and weighs about 900 pounds, roughly the mass of 2 adult grizzly bears. Even more jaw-dropping, he eats as much each day as a 2-year-old child. Odin is the ultimate example of nature's power to surprise. 19. The strange blob of Aapulco. Advanced marine exploration still holds mysteries, like the 13-ton unidentified mass that washed ashore on an Aapulco beach in 2016. Scientists were left scratching their heads. Was it a decayed whale? A giant squid? Something altogether stranger? Although the creature had already begun decomposing before it hit the sand, its sheer size and mystery fueled headlines and countless theories. 20. Giant river otter. Stalking the riverbanks with poise and confidence. The giant river otter rules its watery realm, even when caimans lurk just a few feet away. Nicknamed the river wolf, this sleek predator can stretch up to 1.8 meters, nearly 6 feet, in length, making it almost as large as the mighty yachter. Watch as it glides through the water, fearless and graceful in equal measure. 21. Giant Salamander of Asia. Imagine a creature that looks like it crawled out of the age of dinosaurs. The Asian giant salamander can grow up to 5 feet long and weigh over 140 pounds, making it one of the largest amphibians on the planet. Recently, one of these river giants was found stranded near Japan's Camel River in Kyoto, while local hunters hoped to catch it. A quick-thinking wildlife response team stepped in to safely return it to the water. Sightings like this are rare and bittersweet. Habitat loss continues to push this ancient species closer to the brink. 22. Southern Elephant Seal. Meet the heavyweight champ of the seal world, the Southern Elephant Seal. These ocean giants can stretch up to 16 feet long and weigh a mind-blowing 7,000 pounds, about the size of a pickup truck. Males are the real titans here, known to dive for more than 100 minutes at a time and swim up to 60 miles in a single day. They're the definition of extreme ocean athletes. 23. The Giant Orfish. Straight out of sea legend. The giant orfish can grow to an incredible 110 feet long, earning it the nickname sea serpent. Normally found deep below the ocean's surface, over 600 feet down, this elusive giant occasionally shows up near shore, as seen in this rare footage. In Japanese folklore, its appearance is thought to predict earthquakes or tsunamis. Science may not back that up, but the sight of one is still nothing short of mythical. 24. The Mighty Blue Whale. Nothing compares to the blue whale, the biggest animal to ever live, period. Larger than even the largest dinosaurs, female blue whales are especially massive. The longest ever recorded stretched beyond the length of a Boeing 737, and the heaviest came in at over 400,000 pounds, about the weight of 2,500 humans. These marine giants are a living reminder that Earth still holds wonders that defy belief. 25. Giant Desert Jellyfish. Imagine this, a jellyfish in the desert. Sounds impossible, right? But a strange 2014 YouTube video turned heads with what looks like an epic encounter between a US Air Force jet and a towering, alien-like jellyfish floating above the sands. The footage shows a high-stakes dogfight straight out of a sci-fi blockbuster. Think Starship Troopers meets Independence Day. Was it real? An experimental project? Or just an internet fever dream? Either way, it had the world asking, are we truly alone? 26. Ancole Watusi Bull. Now meet the king of cattle, the Ancole Watusi bull, tipping the scales at over 1,600 pounds. This beast is as majestic as it is massive. But the real showstoppers? Its horns. These aren't just horns, they're 6-foot-long battering rams, each weighing as much as a toddler. One legendary bull, Pancho Villa, broke all records with a horn span that measured nearly 10 feet. That's wider than a compact car. 27. Giant Centipede. Speed, legs, fear factor. This monster has it all. Clocking in at over 16 inches long and wielding 382 legs. The giant centipede is the nightmare sprinter of the insect world. It slinks, slithers, and dashes across the jungle floor at speeds you'd miss if you blink. Trust us, you don't want to meet this thing barefoot in the dark. 28. The Dromedary Camel. Built for survival. The dromedary camel is the SUV of the desert. Towering at nearly 7 feet tall and weighing over half a ton, these one-hump wonders are engineered for extreme endurance. They can go for weeks without water, thanks to their incredible humps, natural hydration tanks. In a world where most creatures struggle in the heat, the dromedary thrives. 29. The Leatherback Sea Turtle. Dive deep and you might just meet the ocean's gentle giant, the Leatherback Sea Turtle. The largest of its kind, this marine marvel can weigh up to 2,000 pounds and grow over 8 feet long. To put that in perspective, it's just shy of the size of a small car. These ancient swimmers are living dinosaurs, cruising the open seas with quiet grace and prehistoric power. 30. The colossal squid. Lurking in the dark, icy waters of the deep sea is a creature straight from sailors' worst nightmares. The colossal squid, often confused with myth, is terrifyingly real. In 2017, fishermen reeled in the largest live specimen ever recorded, over 1,000 pounds of pure, tentacled terror. Now on display in New Zealand, this mysterious giant remains one of the ocean's most awe-inspiring enigmas. 31. Goliath birdeater. Deep in the rainforests of South America, there's a creature that could give any arachnophobe nightmares. Meet the Goliath birdeater, one of the largest spiders on Earth, weighing as much as a small puppy. This tarantula isn't just big, it's massive. While it has the tools to take down small animals, it's surprisingly harmless to humans and is even kept as a pet by brave souls. One particularly stunning specimen, captured by a field entomologist and photographer, now resides at Harvard's Museum of Comparative Zoology, serving science, not spooking people. 32. Monkey slug caterpillar. Think you know caterpillars? Think again. This bizarre creature looks more like something from a sci-fi movie than your backyard garden. Say hello to the monkey slug caterpillar, a fuzzy, orange oddball with 6 hairy arms that spiral like tentacles. But don't be fooled by the cuddly appearance. Those hairs pack a sting. Underneath that fuzz are suction cup-like legs and a slug-like glide. At just an inch long, it's tiny, but wait till it transforms into the hag Moth, sporting wings worthy of a fantasy novel. 33. The whale shark sighting. February 7th, 2012. Off the coast of Pakistan, fishermen witnessed the ocean's true gentle giant. A whale shark, stretching a staggering 40 feet and weighing over 15,000 pounds, rose from the deep. Though Pakistan's waters have seen their share of marine marvels, this one stood out, not just in size but in presence. Bigger than a city bus and peaceful as a dove. This ocean wanderer reminded us how vast and mysterious our blue planet really is. 34. The Mola. It's a fish. It's a boulder. No, it's the Mola, weighing in at over 5,500 pounds. This ocean sunfish holds the heavyweight title for the largest bony fish on Earth. Divers near Malta recently came face-to-face with this massive swimmer, and scientists are buzzing that it may be the biggest ever documented. Bigger than most pickup trucks, and yet somehow endearingly odd. Just don't let the dog-like eyes fool you. This isn't your next family pet. 35. The Russian blue marlin. Now, let's talk fish stories, the kind that are actually true. Picture a Russian blue marlin, tipping the scales at 1,221 pounds. It took an entire village just to bring it ashore. But that's nothing compared to the legend that followed. A beast of a marlin caught off Hawaii, clocking in at nearly 1,540 pounds and stretching over 16 feet long. That's just shy of the all-time record from 1953 when Alfred Glassell Jr. made history with a 1,560-pounder. These ocean titans aren't just big, they're mythic. 36. Gigantic snail. Forget everything you thought you knew about snails. This giant will blow your mind. Imagine a snail 6 times bigger than the ones in your garden. We're talking about a creature that can stretch as long as a human arm, from hand to elbow. That's almost the size of a house cat crawling along. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi flick, but this colossal snail is 100% real and creeping right under our noses. 37. The largest goat. Meet Morok, the heavyweight champion of goats. Standing tall at 5 feet and tipping the scales at nearly 700 pounds, this isn't your typical barnyard animal. Morok earned a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the largest goat ever recorded. Though his life was short, just 4 years, he packed on the pounds like no other, making him a true giant among goats. 38. A river fish that looks like a croc. Now, picture this. A group of fishermen battling a monster on the Trinity River. The catch? A freshwater giant so massive it could be mistaken for a crocodile. These sturgeon can grow up to 20 feet long and weigh over a ton. The one these anglers landed? It might have seemed like a baby compared to those legends, but still an unforgettable freshwater beast. 39. Barbar Lion. The king of the jungle has a name, and it's the Barbar Lion. This majestic lion is the largest of its species, measuring a staggering 11 feet from nose to tail. That's about the length of a small car. With a confident swagger, this magnificent beast strolls through its territory, unbothered by passing cars or curious humans, owning every inch of its kingdom. 40. Green Anaconda. Discovered at a Brazilian construction site in 2016, this green anaconda was a true titan of the snake world. Weighing in at 882 pounds and stretching 33 feet long with a girth of over 3 feet, it was a living legend. Sadly, this giant met its end in a controlled explosion inside the Altamira cave, a heartbreaking loss for wildlife lovers who warned about disturbing its natural home. 41. Giant Oceanic Manta Ray. Finally, meet the ocean's gentle giant, the colossal manta ray. With a wingspan reaching up to 29 feet, this enormous fish glides through the waters off Mexico like a flying carpet. Despite its size, it feeds by swimming continuously with its mouth wide open, using special flaps called cephalic lobes to funnel plankton and water inside. Divers lucky enough to witness this graceful giant captured breathtaking footage of this underwater marvel. 42. The largest dog. Imagine a dog so massive it looks like a small, fluffy bear with a droopy tongue. That's the Tibetan Mastiff for you, a giant among dogs, nearly the size of a small human. With 2 to 3 times the fur of your average pooch, these majestic canines turn heads wherever they go. The world's largest Tibetan Mastiff, hailing straight from Tibet, tipped the scales at over 250 pounds. If you're looking for a loyal, gentle giant that doubles as a living teddy bear, the Tibetan Mastiff might just be your perfect match. And finally, 45. Casawary. Hello, Casawary, a flightless bird that's basically a cousin of the modern-day velociraptor, which is itself a close relative of the ostrich. But don't let its prehistoric origins fool you. These birds have a reputation for being fierce. Check out this intense video of a cassowary attacking a zookeeper who barely manages to hold it back with a rake. Believe it or not, some people actually keep these powerful birds as pets. But be careful. There have been fatal incidents, like the gruesome incident in Florida where a man was mauled to death by his own cassowary. Shocked? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of these incredible creatures, hit that like button, subscribe, and follow for more mind-blowing encounters with these giants of nature. Thanks for watching.